Hello everyone to episode 10 of the MyNBA World Series. Thank you for clicking on the vid, and if you want to make a player or talk to the community, you can join the Discord in the description. And I am pretty sick, so if my voice sounds different for parts of the video, that's why. And with that being said, Ja Morant is now the official cover athlete of 2K23 after having an MVP season and leading his team to the first seed in his conference. And through 34 games, the Grizzlies are only 17-17 and sitting at the 7th spot in the West. For many, this is an awful way to start the year considering the fact that Memphis was nearly a 60-win team last season. The Grizzlies face off against the Hornets, who are 19-17 at the 5 spot, and the Hornets have struggled to get going early. With additions like Keegan Murray and Will O'Neal, it seems to take time for all the pieces to gel to try to be a contender once again. The Hornets have been a solid 13-6 at home, yet an eye-popping 6-11 on away games. Will O'Neal is only averaging 10 points and 7 rebounds a game, and he has slowly gotten upset with his lack of touches. Journalists of the team have spoken out saying he shouldn't be shooting 45% from the field as a 7'4" big man. The once up-and-coming Charlotte team is now cautious looking into the future with all this extra drama. Against Memphis, Will O'Neal had one of his better nights, putting up 16 and 8 on 13 shots. Yet Memphis ended up blowing out the Hornets 149-120. The cover athlete leading the way with 31, 16, and 10 with a masterclass of a game. Kadon and LaMelo on the losing end both put up 26 and 25. Kadon has added a new skill to his game. His increased ability to find his teammates has made this team harder to defend. Yet another chance for the Hornets to be a competitive team has slipped through their hands. After a long time of anticipation, Bronny James has finally joined his father, but not in Minnesota. He is joining the bright lights of LA, and the Lakers only had to give up Isaac Okoro and Devontae Graham for Bronny, the 20th overall selection in the 2024 NBA draft. With LeBron now happy, and the Lakers' depth not really changing, the Lakers' entire focus is now on winning another championship. And now with Bronny acquired and the GM is tired, is now onto the actual game. The struggling Wizards team versus the improving Lakers. The Lakers were only 42-40 in the regular season last year, getting through the play-in and still getting all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Now with already a 25-11 record and being the number 1 seed in the West and the second best record in the NBA, the Lakers think it's time for them to get back to their banner-raising ways. Anthony Davis has been on a tear recently, but so has Bradley Beal. The mini big three of Washington tries to get back into the game with their scrappy defense and team style of play, but the hero ball of Bradley Beal does not lead them to the win as the Lakers get on top 110-107, with Paul Thompson fouling out with 4 minutes left in the final quarter. The backcourt of Paul and Beal has given the Wizards fans something to look forward to, and the possible duo of Simmons and Thompson for the future could be a deadly defensive duo. And the Rockets, feeling that they need a point guard with Cameron Payne leaving, trade for Ayo Dosunmu from the Bulls in exchange for Jeremiah Robinson, a young backup center that's shown decent progression. Last season, Ayo averaged around 9.5 points and 5 assists a game for a middle-of-the-pack Bulls team. Ayo is just 24 years old, and at 6'5", he joins Izzy and Houston as tall, ball-handling guards. There's been rumblings that Izzy has gotten upset at the lack of communication he has in the trades that Houston makes, and he feels like they need more depth players than another ball handler at the starting position. Speaking of Izzy, the number 1 overall pick from Memphis in the 2023 draft has been improving rapidly from his rookie year. Last season, he seemed hesitant to create his own shot consistently, but with players like Jae'Sean Tate and Sengun leaving, Izzy has felt the urgency to score. His assists went from 9 in year 1 to 7, but his points per game went from 14 to 21 points per game in year 2. And with less minutes than his rookie year. Last season with the Rockets, they were only a 43-win team in year 1, but with the emergence of DeAndre Ayton and company, the Rockets are now sitting at the 4th seed in the West as Tyrese Halliburton cannot get it done and the Rockets walk away with the win. After this game, Cade Cunningham officially plans to have season-ending surgery on his ACL, and with that, Jaden Ivey and Wembanyama will have an increased workload to take his place. The duo of DJ Wagner and Demetrius Augustine Augustine has been a deadly scoring threat, especially the Kentucky guard DJ Wagner, lighting the league up for 20 points per game in just his rookie year. Yes, it's only been a small sample size, but he has shown a great potential for the future, and Augustine has played a great 2019 Siakam role, playing that Robin role to a T. Fans speculate if the Raptors truly needed multiple guards. With the fact that Scotty Barnes left to Sacramento, the small forward position seems to be a team need to many. The Heat have been dominant so far, playing a beautiful to watch team style of play. No one player dominating the ball or trying to be the hero, allowing stars like Butler or KD to have off games. In this heavyweight matchup, Butler scored only 9 points, but showed his impact by playing great defense on Giannis. The Bucks have struggled early due to inconsistent play from CP3 and an injury to Holiday. But with the Middleton trade and the others showing up, the Bucks have went from the 14th seed back around to a play-in spot and look to rise higher in the standings. But just like they did the whole season, the Heat others have showed up, and especially Max Strus getting great buckets off the bench. And with Giannis being a little tempered, he fouls out on a dumb play, fouling KD, and that's the end of his night, which ended the night for the Bucks as a whole. The Heat end up winning another game, not surprising, and this Heat team looks like the favorite to win the championship. Their defense is very good, and their offense is explosive and just very well thought out, and their defense is extremely tough and physical. In the Battle of New York, we have a tank bowl. Christian Green, the rookie that has been a problem for any defender trying to guard him, and Kyrie Irving, who wants a trade, but with not many current suitors. He takes a pay cut in his contract, going from a 4-year, $202 million contract to a 4-year, $170 million contract, but still no one has went far out of their way to add the headlining point guard. Because of this, he pretty much needs to ball out to make his money, and he's been a one-man wrecking crew. It has not been resulting in too many wins, but Kyrie Irving has proved he still has the skill to be a top 3 point guard when on the court. But once again, the Nets fall short. With Christian Green leading the way, the Knicks cruise to an easy victory. And when we look at the Nuggets, it's clear that this team needs time. With so many young players added and players like MPJ getting traded away, they just need time to gel. And this game seemed like a good time to start. The Thunder have been good offensively, but a bottom 10 team defensively. With MPJ and Chet Holmgren getting on the injury report again, the Thunder have slowed down, but this has opened new ways for William Wilson to get involved. Wilson had a good game, but the former MVP Nikola Jokic was really controlling the game from the get-go. The Nuggets love to share the ball and get all the players involved, leading to 7 players scoring 13 or more. With that, the Thunder tried to stay in the game, but ended up losing in the end to a young up-and-coming Nuggets team. The athletic power forward William Wilson and the crafty guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander have shown some promise for a potential duo, but this just is not going to be their game, and they end up losing in the end. The reigning Western Conference champs versus the young Rockets team. With Ayo added, the Rockets get the starting caliber point guard they needed. Although Ayo doesn't have the best stats, he does more than what shows on the box score. He can play make and is a scrappy defender. A defender is exactly what the Rockets needed. The Timberwolves lost on that Bronny trade. Yes, Okoro can get better in the future, but Bronny is showing signs of a smart passer and just a high basketball IQ player. Many fans doubt the Timberwolves can make it back to the finals, feeling like it was a Cinderella story. Although Cat and Edwards both scored 30, the Rockets had 4 players score over 22, and the Rockets end up winning versus a impressive opponent, hopefully a sign for things to come in the playoffs. The official sophomore class power rankings are here. At number 1, we have the highly talented 7'4" Victor Wembanyama. At 2, we have Jameer Ware, the partner in crime with James Harden in Utah. And at 3, we have the controversial Izzy Ball. There's no real shock at Victor being the top dog. Jameer has proven he is a piece to a championship contending team already. And Izzy is for sure talented, but questions rise, can he show up for a 7-game series? Paul Thompson and his all-around play for a bad Wizards team has the media ranking him over Kadon Ryan. Alright, that is the end of the video. Next video, I will show the standings, show a little surprise as well, and I will show the all-star weekend, which includes the sophomores going against the rookies. Obviously USA versus world, so it's not really rookies versus sophomores, but you know, we might see the 3-point contest or dunk contest depending on if anyone makes it, or the all-star game if anyone makes it. So yeah, and that's in the video. Peace.